I have the honour to introduce the student speaker for this afternoon's ceremony, Kaya Gray. Kaya graduated today with a Bachelor of Business majoring in Economics. Kaya received the Ko Te Tangata School Leavers Scholarship and the David Johnston Charitable Trust Scholarship. She has recently been involved in transport equity and gully restoration projects with the Hamilton City Council and has volunteered in schools and villages in both New Zealand and overseas. She is currently employed by the University of Waikato as an economics and marketing tutor and also works in our accessibility services team as a support mentor and exam reader and writer. Born and raised in Waikato, Kaya is exceptionally well-travelled. Since birth, she has been surrounded by the teaching community with both of her parents involved in teaching and principal occupations. Kaya immediately developed a passion for education. Her childhood travels to destinations such as Indonesia and the Pacific Islands, fueling her motivation to share her knowledge with the wider community. Kaya has recently returned from a 3-month excursion around Europe and will now pursue a Master of Teaching and Learning in 2025. After her university experience, she aspires to volunteer in third world countries to offer underprivileged children quality education. Would you please welcome Kaya Gray to the podium to give the student address.
Kia ora, fellow graduates, members of the university, friends and whānau. I'm sure many of us never imagined we'd be graduating today with a management degree, or some of us even graduating at all. Yet here we are, incredibly privileged to have studied at the University of Waikato. Today is a special opportunity for us to celebrate our accomplishments with our loved ones and those who have supported us from the community. Personally, I wouldn't be graduating today without an introduction to economics by Professor Michael Cameron. This led me to major in economics and become a university tutor a year later under his continued guidance. Thank you to all of the lecturers, tutors and university staff who have supported us throughout our university journeys. Now, as cliche as this may sound, my parents have also been an amazing support system for me. From primary school, where my punishment for being naughty was not being allowed to do my homework, to now encouraging me to ease up on self-inflicted academic pressure or to be less stingy with my money. They've taught me the importance of prioritising a work-life balance and that allows time for my passions. Thank you to all of our friends and whānau for putting up with us, offering unwavering patience and support. I'm honoured to be standing here today, but more truthfully, I'm still in shock. On my first day of uni, if you told me I'd be graduating with an economics degree and delivering the graduation speech, I would just laugh in disbelief. But here I am, a testament to how much can change in a week, a month, a semester, a year, or even a lifetime. This reinforces the importance of learning from your past, embracing the present, and challenging your future. Life's best and worst parts can be unexpected. Recently, I've been fortunate enough to complete a 3-month overseas experience around Europe. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to bore you about my Europe summer or make this my entire personality, but I'm sure many of you are eager to embark on your own adventures soon or can relate to some of my travel horror stories. So instead of drilling on about university life, I'd like to share some valuable lessons that I learned from this experience. Many of you might be familiar with the law of 3, a superstition that bad luck comes in 3s. Now, I've never been one to put much faith in such ideas, but after my recent misadventures, they've made me reconsider. Just a week into my trip, I fell from a 5-metre cliff in Croatia, suffering a severe laceration on my left knee. Barely able to walk, I required daily doctor's visits for weeks, which really made me appreciate the New Zealand healthcare system. Revamping the itinerary to accommodate my limited mobility, I then explored more of the Balkan countries by bus, discovering some destinations that I hadn't even heard of before. Surprisingly, these few weeks became a highlight of the trip, despite having to endure long travel days on 35-degree buses that didn't have aircon. My next mission was a 23-day Kontiki. Now imagine this. Your delayed flight from chaotic Athens airport finally lands at 11 p.m. at London's infamous Heathrow. Starving, exhausted, and freezing from underestimating the London chill like a typical New Zealander, you realise that your luggage has not made it to London. Experiencing a week of ongoing delays and being luggageless, you finally reunite with your bag after your Kontiki has already begun. Yes, this did actually happen to me, and yes, next time I will invest in an Apple AirTag. You thought it couldn't get any worse. A few days before returning to New Zealand, my mates and I got trapped in a lift in 38-degree heat until 2 Greek firemen had to come and rescue us. Admittedly, it was a 2-person lift and there were 4 of us crammed inside with all of our groceries. But we all blamed it on my bad luck. With the lift out of action, we spent the rest of the time climbing the stairs to our apartment, which of course was on the top floor. Now, what do these 3 experiences have in common? First, I learned some valuable lessons from my past. Be cautious near cliffs, Apple AirTags are worth the investment, and to abide by lift weight limits as they are actually a weight limit. I embrace the present, discovering that some of my favourite memories came from the most unexpected moments. Lastly, I challenged my future by stepping out of my comfort zone, altering travel plans and embarking on solo adventures which fostered significant personal growth. Despite my bad luck, I truly had the time of my life, and now I have a battle scar to share as I reminisce about my European adventures. I wish you all the best as you navigate the highs and lows of your future careers, and hopefully you have better luck than I did. Seize every opportunity to immerse yourself into the business world and continue to celebrate your achievements with whānau, just as we are today. As I approach my 21st birthday, I definitely do not pretend to be wise. Admittedly, I was tempted to go straight to ChatGPT to get speech ideas, which is a strategy I'm sure many of us are secretly familiar with. But as they say, my final words of wisdom are to learn from your past, embrace the present, and challenge your future. Life's best and worst parts are unexpected. Embrace it. Ngā mihi, thank you and congratulations. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Kaya, and thank you.